What if I told you the United States has just unveiled 7 weapons so lethal, so extreme, that they could erase any country from the map in a matter of minutes? This is not an exaggeration. It is a direct warning, and it comes signed by Donald Trump. Because while the world keeps fighting with old drones and rusty tanks, the Pentagon has just shown part of its most feared arsenal: 6th-generation invisible fighters, undetectable bombers, killer satellites in orbit, and missiles that travel faster than sound. Today on TechZNX, you will discover the 7 most brutal weapons the United States has just shown the world. Real technology, operational and designed for one thing only: to crush the enemy before it can react. So get ready, because this is pure power, and it is ready to be used. Let's begin. Top 7. AGM-130 ARRW. It may look like a simple missile until you understand what it can do. The AGM-130, known as ARRW, is one of the United States' first operational hypersonic missiles. It was designed to fly at more than 20 times the speed of sound, which means it can cover more than 3,000 kilometers in less than 15 minutes. This is not an ordinary projectile. This is a weapon that turns the sky into a field of extermination. The ARRW is not only fast, it is smart. It can perform evasive maneuvers at extreme speed and is practically impossible to intercept with current missile defense systems. Radars do not see it coming, and when they do, it is already too late. But the most brutal thing is its payload. It can carry a high-precision conventional warhead or even a tactical nuclear warhead, making it perfect for destroying underground bunkers, military bases, command centers, or entire cities if required. And it is no longer a secret project. The Pentagon has confirmed that the AGM-183 is already deployed and ready for action, an invisible, silent, deadly ARRW that can strike any corner of the planet in a matter of seconds. Top 6. Helios. The United States no longer only fires missiles. Now it fires pure energy beams. The Helios system, high-energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance, is one of the most extreme, futuristic, and lethal weapons the United States has deployed. And yes, it is already active aboard warships. This is not science fiction. This is a high-energy laser capable of burning sensors, blinding optical systems, destroying drones, neutralizing missiles, and even frying enemy aircraft in flight. All with an invisible beam, silent and traveling at the speed of light. And the scariest part? It does not consume conventional ammunition. It can fire hundreds of times with surgical precision without the enemy even understanding what struck them. Systems simply stop working. They burn out, they fail. Helios can be integrated with the ship's surveillance sensors, meaning it detects, aims, and destroys automatically in seconds. No human intervention required, no margin for error. The Pentagon has already installed it on Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, turning them into near-impenetrable defense platforms capable of protecting fleets using concentrated light alone. The future of war no longer roars. It burns silently. Top 5. SR-72 Darkstar. If you thought the legendary SR-71 Blackbird was unbeatable, prepare to meet its successor, the SR-72 Darkstar, an aerial monster so advanced that radars do not even know it is there until it is too late. This hypersonic colossus is the fastest unmanned aircraft ever conceived by the Pentagon. Designed in secret by Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, the SR-72 can fly at speeds greater than Mach 6. That is, more than 7,000 kilometers per hour. Literally faster than a ballistic missile. And it is not just fast. It is undetectable. Darkstar is built with radar-absorbing materials, a stealth silhouette, and an aerodynamic design that renders it invisible even to the world's most modern air defenses. Its mission is not simply to carry bombs, but to collect intelligence at unreachable speeds. It can infiltrate enemy airspace, scan targets in real time, and exit before anyone can react. But that is not all. The United States has hinted that the SR-72 could be armed in the future, turning it into the planet's first hypersonic strike platform, an asset so fast and lethal that no enemy would have time to raise alarms. What years denied us through secrecy, leaks, and classified programs now confirm. Darkstar is not science fiction prototype. It is a real shadow already flying the skies at impossible speeds. Top 4. AC-130J Ghost Rider. In conventional war, attack aircraft shoot, withdraw, and return to base. But the AC-130J Ghost Rider does not withdraw. This aerial monster stays aloft until everything on the ground has been reduced to rubble. We are talking about the most lethal gunship the United States has ever built. An evolved version of the legendary AC-130 Spectre, upgraded so brutally that it becomes an airborne instrument of total destruction. Ghost Rider is armed with a combination that sounds like a nightmare: a high-rate 30mm automatic cannon, a 105mm M102 howitzer, and on top of that, the ability to deploy GBU guided bombs and Hellfire missiles, all from an aircraft that circles the battlefield, firing without pause with surgical precision. But its true brutality is not only in caliber, it is its capacity to operate at night in bad weather, using thermal vision and direct links to ground forces. It is aerial artillery controlled from the sky, supporting special operations, eliminating urban threats, and crushing defensive positions without setting boots on the ground. The Pentagon has used it in Afghanistan, Syria, and Iraq, and rumors say an enhanced version already patrols strategic areas of the Caribbean as part of Washington's silent deterrence. No city, no convoy, no defended emplacement would stand against a Ghost Rider strike. And if ever activated near Venezuela, it would be the last sound heard by those marked by the Pentagon. Top 3. NG'd. Not even officially deployed, and the whole world is trembling. We are talking about NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance, the true 6th-generation air superiority system the United States has developed in absolute secrecy, with technology so brutal that Russia and China have nothing comparable. NGAD is not merely an airplane. It is an aerial warfare ecosystem, a crewed fighter teamed with autonomous escort drones driven by artificial intelligence, hypersonic weapons, and invisible sensors that tie it to the entire theater of operations. The main fighter has no obvious moving surfaces because it uses thrust vectoring control and an adaptive stealth design to disappear from radar like a ghost. Its shape resembles nothing familiar. No tail, no defined angles, only smooth, aggressive lines that make it nearly undetectable even to the most advanced radars. But the scariest part is what you cannot see. NGAD carries concealed weapon systems that can deploy swarms of kamikaze drones, use directed energy attacks, or unleash long-range air-to-air missiles before an adversary even realizes it is under threat. This program was prioritized during the Trump era, with a budget exceeding $100 billion dedicated exclusively to guaranteeing absolute air superiority. There are already functional prototypes that have flown in classified zones, and congressional leaks suggest it could enter combat before the year 2030. If NGAD ever takes off toward your country, you will not see it coming. You will only see everything else stop working. Top 2. SSGN-class Ohio submarines. Imagine a monster hidden beneath the ocean, silent as death, with enough power to erase an entire continent. That is the SSGN-class Ohio, the most lethal submerged colossus on the planet. This is not a mere nuclear submarine. It is a floating missile base, capable of operating for months without surfacing, and possessing a firepower so colossal that no country could withstand a direct strike. These giants, whose hulls exceed 170 meters in length, are equipped with 154 Tomahawk cruise missiles, each able to destroy a city with surgical precision. Yes, 154 missiles ready to be launched from the depths in a matter of seconds. And if that is not enough, they can also carry special operations forces such as Navy SEALs, unmanned underwater vehicles, spy sensors, and electronic warfare systems capable of blinding any adversary. Their nuclear propulsion makes them virtually undetectable, quiet, vibrationless, and able to remain submerged for more than 3 months, operating thousands of kilometers from home. During the Trump era, these submarines underwent secret modernizations, integrating quantum-grade communications and faster launch systems. Now they can change the course of a war with a single button, from the ocean's depths. No alert, no warning, only simultaneous explosions on more than 100 targets at once, while the enemy wonders where the strike came from. If you ever hear the term SSGN Ohio in a war room, it is because it is already too late. Top 1. B-21 Raider. Imagine a bomber so advanced, so undetectable, that it can cross any enemy airspace without anyone detecting it. And once it does, it can deliver a nuclear payload capable of wiping out a nation without prior notice. That is the B-21 Raider, the most dangerous, stealthy, and advanced warplane ever built by humankind. This is no ordinary bomber. It is a weapon of the 21st century, engineered to be invisible to radar, heat, sound, and even some optical means. This colossus can fly more than 9,000 kilometers without refueling, carry nuclear weapons or hypersonic missiles in a concealed bay, and operate at altitudes and profiles that make satellite detection extremely difficult. Most chilling of all, it was conceived to operate both manned and unmanned thanks to next-generation artificial intelligence systems capable of analyzing targets, evading threats, and deciding when to strike without direct human intervention. For years, it was one of the Pentagon's best-kept secrets until Donald Trump authorized its full development as a response to the rising threats from China and Russia. Since then, its very existence has been a silent warning to any rival. If the B-21 Raider takes off, the target is doomed. With a single mission, it can end a war before it begins. And the most unsettling part, according to official statements and declassified program releases, it is already operational. There you have it, the 7 most extreme, real, and destructive weapons the United States has just revealed to the world. An arsenal so advanced and brutal that it could crush any nation before its radars even blink. Now tell us, which of these technological beasts do you find the most terrifying? And do you think any country could stop a total offensive at this level? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next drop here on TechZNX. See you next time.